I have an interesting counterintuitive question for you guys. Is it possible for us to have a rectangle so that its perimeter is 1000 centimeters, but the area is just 1? Why did I say this is counterintuitive? Well, let me show you. When we have a rectangle with 1000 centimeters, let's just think about a possibility. How about a rectangle with dimensions 300 by 200? So it will look something like this. Let's say here is 300 centimeters and here is 200 centimeters. And when we multiply them, we will end up with 60,000 centimeters square for its area. How can we possibly just get 1 though? 1 centimeter square, it looks like this. Isn't it just 1 times 1 is equal to 1? That's like this. Well, don't worry. Let me show you how this is actually possible. So here, let me give you a general rectangle first. Let's say we have the length here and then the width here. To get the perimeter, we need 2L plus 2W. And to get the area, we just need length times width, which is L times W. So, first, we will have to make this equal to 1000. So 2L plus 2W equals 1000. Next, we'll just have to make L times W equal to 1. And now we have a system of equations, but we have L times W though. So to solve this kind of equations, we will have to use substitution. Take a look at the first equation. Because 2, 2, and 1000, they are all even. So I'm just going to multiply everybody by 1/2. So we will get L plus W equals 500. Move the L to the other side. W equals 500 minus L. So we can put this to here, and that will give us, let me just write this down right here. L times 500 minus L. And that's equal to 1. Right? So now, we just have to work out this equation. Let's distribute the L. So we have 500L minus L squared equals 1. Have a look. We have a quadratic equation here. And because the coefficient of L squared is -1, usually we want to have that being +1. So let's divide everybody by -1. So that we can get positive L squared, and let me write it down right here. And that is minus 500L. And for this quadratic equation, because we have a 1 right here already, and this is even, so it will be easier if we solve it by completing the square. I know we're trying to find the rectangle, but yes, we are going to complete the square. That said though, I'm going to leave a space right here. And then we have the -1. Now, we have to add a number here. And to do so, we are going to just take half of this. So 1/2 times -500. And then square that. And I have done many videos on this already. You can check that out for the reason behind this. You literally complete a square. But that's pretty much the formula. Inside here, we have -250. Square that, we end up with 62500. So we add 62500 and then do that to both sides. From here, we can factor it. We will get L, and then the number is this, minus 250, and then square that, and that will give us, this will be 62499. Then we can just take the square roots to both sides, put a plus or minus, cancel the square and the square root. L minus this, we put this to the other side, so we have L equals 250 plus or minus square root of 62499. Now here's the question, which one do we take? The positive or the negative? Well, first notice that if we have the plus, the result is positive. If we have the minus, the result will also be positive, because this number it's actually less than 250. Now, let me tell you, it doesn't matter which one you take, because L and W, they can interchange. Just like if you kind of turn the picture along the other way, the width could be the length could be the width, doesn't matter. So right here, I'm just going to say, let's go ahead and take L to be the positive version, so 250 plus square root of 62499. And let me just use a calculator to tell you that L will be approximately 499.998. All right? That said though, W, just use the approximation. In fact, W will just be the negative version of it. And it will be 0.002 because together they have to add up to be 500 right here. So these are the dimensions for such rectangle. So how it's going to look like, it's like this. You have a tiny bit for the width. Let's say something like this. No, even smaller than that. Something like that. And that is meant to be 0.002 centimeters. Something like that. Okay? And then we have 499.998, so something like this. It's impossible for me to draw this, okay? It's like there's an area, but you can't see it anymore. Something like that. Something like this. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyways, this top right here will be 499.998 centimeters. Okay? So they add up to be 500. In fact, there are more numbers afterward, but of course, it's not possible for me to write down everything. And if you take this, multiply by that, just think about this as 500, you will get 1. So this right here has area 1, which is very useless because there's not much area right here. But anyway though, it is possible. It is possible. Fun fact, if you want to get the biggest possible rectangle for it, you just have to make this into a square. That's all. Anyway, so that's it. Let me show you how this is actually possible. Yeah, this is how I actually raise the board. And I'll do this.